Hello, everybody, and welcome back to JAMnBreadGames. I'm JAMbread, and today I wanted to discuss something that I read on IGN a while back, and that is the final batch of DLC for Star Wars Battlefront Rogue One DLC. And before I get started on this topic, I just want to mention that the gameplay you're seeing is taken recently of the Outer Rim DLC. I'm actually kind of doing playthroughs of that over on JAMnBread Plays, so make sure to go check that out. And so anyway, so back to the video. Is there going to be Rogue One DLC in Star Wars Battlefront? It may seem like a stretch in a lot of ways, but in some ways it's not. I think it's possible because the Battlefront game mainly takes place during the original trilogy. I mean, like most of the maps and stuff are from the three movies, episode 4, 5, and 6. Whether it be like Endor or Tatooine or other maps like that, Hoth. But they've also kind of created their own content, like with the Solist maps. It's like they have like these kind of volcano worlds and stuff. Nothing we've really seen in the movies or anything, but it's like it exists in the world, I guess you could say, in the universe of Star Wars. The developers have actually taken some creative liberties and created different environments that don't exist in the movies. And one thing that they've done is they've actually made the Jakku map. And so obviously this isn't in any of the movies other than Episode 7. And so it shows a battle that takes place in between episodes 6 and 7. And so my thing is, if they can make a map that takes place after the original trilogy, then why can't they make a map that takes place before the original trilogy? I don't really see that being a stretch, and I think it would make a lot of sense. And another thing is that there is a bit of a roadmap of the DLC that DICE has released that you can actually see on the multiplayer portion of the main screen. So far the Outer Rim DLC has been released. The Bespin and Death Star packs have been announced. But for the fourth pack, it simply says Expansion Pack 4, and that it will be released in early 2017. The other expansion packs don't hold any major secrets. I mean, other than like every single bit of content, but what it's going to be about. Obviously there's going to be Cloud City maps, obviously there's going to be Death Star maps, but for some reason the fourth one doesn't have any information. And so my first question is, why isn't it being released in the winter? The first DLC is being released in the spring, the next in the summer, the third in the fall, but the final one is being released next year. And if you didn't know, the Rogue One movie is being released in the winter. And so maybe it's a coincidence or something like that, but I think it's kind of weird that they're actually waiting, maybe an extra month or two to release the DLC. I mean, maybe they're waiting for the movie to be out, so that people can go watch the movie and then have the DLC pack. So those are some of the reasons why I think that this is, a very possible thing. And so the next thing I want to talk about is what could be included in this. And of course, all this is speculation. This is just me guessing, but obviously there's going to be new maps, but I wonder where these are going to take place. We don't really know where the movie takes place. I would assume Yavin 4 because it looks like that's possibly where they are. And so I think that'd be interesting because Yavin 4 was actually in Battlefront 2. It seems like the new Battlefront kind of has taken some, ideas from the original Battlefront games, with Hoth and then the new Jabba's Palace map. They kind of resemble Battlefront 2. So I could definitely see Yavin 4 possibly being a map if it is in fact in the movie. And then I would also assume there's new heroes. I think Jane Erso, I'm sorry, I don't really know how to say the name. I'm assuming she would be a hero. Really all of the main characters. I doubt that they would make more than 2 heroes, but all of them would be pretty cool. And then for customization, I think it'd be really cool if they had more Stormtrooper customization, because that's something that really bothers me about Battlefront, is that there's not any Stormtrooper customization. And then we've already seen a lot of confirmed Stormtrooper variants in the trailer. You can actually see at least 2. I think there's 3, because there's I forget if they're calling them Death Troopers or whatever they're called, but they have those troopers, and there's troopers that are on the tank in the background, and then there are some other ones as well, I think. But anyway, I think that would be really cool if there's more Stormtrooper customization. And as for weapons, I know there would probably be more new weapons being introduced in the movie, aside from the main character's weapons. But one thing though is they may actually release their main weapons as weapons that anyone can use. Such as Han Solo's pistol, it can actually be used as a normal soldier. It's different when you play as Han Solo; it acts differently, but it's still the same model, I guess you could say. So, that's about it for this video. Let me know what you think. Will there be Rogue One DLC? They've actually announced that there's going to be a second Battlefront coming out in the future, and they said that I think it's EA said that there's actually going to be maps from the new movies in that game, and so obviously Rogue One would be the second movie. So maybe they're gonna wait and push the Rogue One stuff for the second Battlefront game. I mean, maybe not. I mean, but I really think it's possible. There's nothing that confirms this or anything like that, but I really think it's possible, and I think that it would be awesome to see this DLC in the game. So anyway, let me know what you guys think, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on this video. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe to my channel for more content, and I will see you all in the next one. Okay, bye guys.